Good morning, Team Alabama. We are going to keep reading Don't You Dare Read This, Mrs. Dunfree again today. We're ready for page 47, and that is November the 23rd. What's going to happen to Tish? Okay, things are getting pretty bad at home. Okay, make sure you're adding to your facts, and you're adding to your questions, and you're adding to your vocab. Page 23. Don't read this entry, Mrs. Dunfree. I showed Rochelle the last entry that I wrote, the fake one, and she thought it was really sweet. Oh, gag. She asked me if we really did go around the table saying what we were thankful for this year. She thought that was cute. Then I told her that I'd made the whole thing up. I think I got that saying of what we're thankful for bit from one of those Thanksgiving or Christmas TV specials, the Waltons, maybe. Except now that I think about it, it seems like Grandma used to make us do that sometimes. Tonight, I took Matt with me when I went to work at the Burger Boy. I told him to sit still and color and play with his Matchbox cars while he waited on me. He was really good and quiet, and he didn't disturb anyone, not like a lot of the kids his age who come in with their parents. And I bought him a Coke and a burger. So it wasn't like he wasn't a paying customer, but Bud was still upset. He said, my job while I'm at the Burger Boy is cashier, not babysitter. And if my first priority is taking care of my brother, then I shouldn't try to work at the Burger Boy too. Maybe you want to add priority to your vocab list. Page 48. I don't think Bud's forgiven me yet for not going out with him. Maybe Sandy was right. Maybe I should have gone out with him so that he would be nicer to me. And then I could take Matt to work with me every night. Except the funny thing is, it turned out Matt would have been fine staying at home tonight. When we got home, Mom was just sitting in her chair in the living room watching TV like always. She said Dad was out bowling. He hadn't even been home for supper. Matt asked. I sure didn't care. November the 26th, page 48. Don't read this entry, Mrs. Dunfree. It's Thanksgiving. Oh boy, what a great holiday at the Bonners. Dad didn't come home again last night, and I don't know that Mom even bothered to go to sleep. When I went to bed, she was sitting and rocking in the living room, kind of in a trance. Okay, might add trance to your vocab list. And when I got up this morning, she was just the same. About 11:30 this morning, I asked her if she was going to fix anything for Thanksgiving, and she looked at me like she didn't even know what I was talking about. So I went and got some stuff at Haggerty's. I was lucky because they were going to close at noon, and it was just deli turkey and instant potatoes and canned cranberry sauce and a store-bought pie, but it cost everything I had left from my last Burger Boy check. I just meant it to be for Matt and me, but when I was putting it on the table, Mom came out and ate with us. And then an hour or so later, after Matt and I did all the dishes and put everything away, we heard Dad's pickup outside, and Mom had been acting like walking to the kitchen was about as much as we could expect out of her. She didn't even put her dirty plate in the sink. But as soon as Dad pulled up out front, she started scurrying around and straightening up the pictures on the wall and shoving those ratty old cushions of Grandma's up under the sofa, hiding a pile of soap opera digests under the chair. And she kept telling Matt and me, don't do anything to make your dad mad. He's going to see how much we love him. Then everything will be all right. Okay, there's some vocab in there that we can add. Why don't we add scurrying? Okay. And ratty old cushions. What are ratty? Ratty meaning kind of like disgusting and bad shape. Ratty. Okay. What are some new facts we can add? Tish fixed Thanksgiving for everybody, and she went and bought it herself. And Mom acts what? Give me one word for the way Mom acts. Put that in your facts. Okay? Mom is acting what? Okay? And then all of a sudden Dad shows up, and he wants to play the hero. Okay, add a couple more facts to your 50 facts. Page 49, guys. I was all ready to say, sure, Mom, what if I don't love him? But then Dad walked in, and Mom couldn't do anything but smile at him. He brought a big roast turkey and something like a vat of mashed potatoes and lots of other stuff. Green beans, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, and 3 kinds of pie. What's a vat? Let's add that to our vocab. A vat of mashed potatoes. I think he got it at some restaurant. It was 1,000 times better than what I bought. And he was all jolly and friendly, like he thought he was Santa Claus. Matt started to say that we'd already eaten, but Mom real fast clamped her hand over his mouth. Clamped means she put her hand over his mouth. Clamped. She said things like, "Oh, what a wonderful surprise, Ray. You are the best husband and father any family could have." Yeah, right. We all sat down and pretended to eat like we were really hungry. Matt kept looking at me like he was confused, but I kicked him under the table and shook my head, and he got sick afterwards and threw up all over the kitchen floor. My stomach didn't feel so hot either. Tish, okay, fine. The teacher wrote back just one little bit. Okay, the next entry is December the 3rd, and that's page 51. December the 3rd, don't read this, Mrs. Dunfree. Geez, I put all that effort into that one entry, and all I get is an okay, fine. Teachers are so weird. Dad's still in his nice mode. That Thanksgiving dinner was just the beginning. He hasn't yelled at Mom in a week or thrown anything. And Saturday he took Mom and Matt and me downtown to see the Christmas lights turned on for the first time. And then he took us out to eat, not fast food, but a real sit-down place, Shoney's. I don't trust him, though. He knows it, too. Sometimes he'll catch me looking at him and looking hard because I'm trying to see how long this is going to last. And he says, "What? What? Didn't anyone teach you not to stare?" I think I make him nervous. Fine, he makes me nervous too. December the 5th. Don't read this, Mrs. Dunfree. It's really late, 2 a.m., but I can't get to sleep. Sandy and I went to a party tonight at Eric Seaver's. Eric's parents are out of town for the weekend. Fools. So, as you can imagine, things got a little wild. It was fun. It should have been fun. But I don't know. I just felt sad all night long. I was there laughing and joking with everyone else, but it's like there was some part of me standing back, watching and thinking, is this as good as it gets? Randy Seaver, Eric's older brother, was there, home from college. He goes to some school that lets out from Thanksgiving until after New Year's, and he was kind of hitting on Sandy. Sandy has a boyfriend right now, but Tony wasn't there. He was at some family thing. So Sandy was flirting like crazy with Randy, and she kept saying things like, "Isn't it cute how our names rhyme? Randy and Sandy, And at midnight, he kissed her. He said he got confused and thought it was New Year's Eve, and someone actually started singing that song from grade school, "Randy and Sandy sitting in a tree, Kissing." Pretty soon after that, I told Sandy that I wanted to go home, and she got mad and said I was jealous because Randy liked her, not me. I told her that was crazy. Randy's not even that cute. He has weird hair that sticks up straight, and he talks like he thinks everyone but him is dumb. Anyhow, I had to get Mary Rogers to take me home because Sandy stayed with Randy. Tony's going to kill her on Monday when he hears how she was acting. But you know what? I think I was kind of jealous of Sandy. It's not that I wanted Randy Seaver. Oh, he sniffs all the time too, because he's got some sort of allergies. 5 minutes with him makes you want to yell, "Use a Kleenex!" And it's not that I really think that he's that madly in love with Sandy, but it'd be nice to have someone who cared about me. Someone that I could talk to about anything. Someone who'd tell me that I was really special. Rochelle reads those dippy romance novels all the time, and sometimes she loans one to me. I pretend I think they're stupid, but they make me cry because the guys in those stories really do love their women. They'd do anything for them. In one story, Rochelle gave me last year, the hero rode 50 miles in a blizzard because the heroine was trapped in an avalanche. Write avalanche in your vocab. Tell me what an avalanche is. And he found her and saved her, and they made right there in the snow. Except I really do know that kind of thing is stupid. How many romances in real life are any good? You'd have to say Mom is about as devoted to Dad as anyone can be. And what's it get her? Bruises is all I see. Okay, we're going to stop there for today. I'd like for you to add a few facts. And then Why don't we talk about some questions we can add? Good readers always ask themselves questions as they read. Why is mom so in love with him, with dad, when he treats her so badly? Is mom having some problems of her own? What do you think is wrong with mom? Is Sandy a good friend? Okay. I want you to ask some questions. I want you to put some facts down. We should be getting close to 30 facts, I would think, by now. Okay. We're stopping there and we're on page 53. Have a great rest of your day, Team Alabama, and we will see you again tomorrow.